always the kind, humble, gracious, hardworking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are so that.
I don't know. That's kind of you to say that. I mean, I love what I do, right? I mean, yeah.
If Keanu's life were a movie, it would be a masterpiece that transcends genres, and Oscars would undoubtedly be just the beginning. Rising from a humble beginning and early heartbreak, Keanu Reeves has become a beloved Hollywood icon. However, he recently shared his thoughts on life and mortality, reminding us of the importance of living sincerely. So,
what do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
what do you think he's reflecting on? And how did the hard losses he experienced affect how he lives today? Join us on this special episode as we reveal how Keanu walks into a Vietnamese restaurant. No one could expect what he does next. A star in the true sense of the word. Keanu Reeves walked into a Vietnamese restaurant in San Francisco and did something completely unexpected, capturing the hearts of many and sparking conversations about kindness, community engagement, and the remarkable power of human connection. It was a typical sunny afternoon in small-town Minnesota. Locals were present in full swing at the Northstar Diner, a delightful little joint famous for its vintage decor and hamburgers. There were mumbles of discussions, cutlery scraping the surfaces of the tables, and the delightful sound of iced tea being dispensed, all creating a warm and friendly environment. Little did the customers know that a special treat was waiting ahead. Suddenly, the door opened, and with it came a welcome swell of warm air, briefly disrupting the warm exchange within the diner. All heads turned toward the door to see a tall man who stood there and looked a bit lost, as if he had just stepped in from a different time and place. Of course, it was Keanu Reeves, a star of Hollywood in the true sense of the word, the most agreeable man on the planet according to the web, and quite frankly, the most loved person everywhere he goes. The dialogue stopped in an instant. People turned their heads sharply, and someone gasped, eyes widening and jaws dropping. Every single customer in the diner could sense the sparkling excitement as they understood what was happening then. It was Keanu Reeves at that very moment. Obviously, this commonplace day was bound to spiral into something unforgettable. What then happened? The unsettling incident. While the news of the sighting spread like wildfire and was accompanied by disbelief, Keanu stepped deeper into the diner, which was warm and pleasant with a hint of thrill. He scanned the area with an appreciative eye for the mixed style, retro diner seats, and jukebox playing a classic song in the background. The enticing scent of crispy fries filled the room, piquing his appetite. He was clearly delighted and entertained, since the star was probably wondering what he did to end up in such a nice but simple diner. He smoothly walked over to an unoccupied booth, which caused a ripple of gasps and whispers from the other customers as they slowly appreciated the significance of what was happening. A few of them had their phones out, taking pictures of this iconic moment before Keanu went to repose, as the atmosphere suggested the show's climax was about to arrive. On another table, a young mother fought with her wild 5-year-old daughter, against whom she was losing. The aforementioned little girl was wearing a pink unicorn t-shirt and 2 perky ponytails, and she was rather uncooperative. After a while, this effective and concise course of action proved futile, and she resorted to taking up a cup of chocolate milk and throwing it over the table. As irony would have it, the cup flew through the air and landed right on the lap of the chosen one, Keanu Reeves. An unsettling quietness enveloped the diner, with the only audible noise being the sound of the chocolate milk spilling all over the floor beneath him. The poor mother turned ashen when the real situation struck her, and she stood up with trembling hands, holding napkins like a warrior ready for battle to apologize for the inconvenience. She was greatly embarrassed as she understood that a scene had just played out for nearly all of the area, and all attention was on them in anticipation of Keanu's response. At the most dramatic moment of all, something unbelievable happened. Instead of being annoyed, Keanu appeared to be surprised for a second, then lowered his gaze to his lap and broke into an adorable grin. "Well," he chuckled, "seems like someone ordered a drink that was too good for him, eh?" Almost recreating the scene of a toast, laughter exploded in the diner, instantly lightening the mood. The little girl, aware of being observed and just as naughty, moved her gaze from her disturbed mother to Keanu, who was now engaged in the futile task of cleaning his jeans with napkins. At that very moment, entropy stepped in, and the nasty episode curdling into an awkward moment became sweet nostalgia because warmth and love could be felt in plenty in the otherwise adorable mess of the Northstar Diner. Anyways, what about Keanu's simplicity makes him so relatable and down-to-earth? How are his actions encouraging and influencing his fans? The benevolent actions. Hardly, to many people's chagrin, Keanu Reeves is brilliant not only as an actor, but also in just being him. In response to his sister's battle with leukemia, he established a private cancer foundation aimed at supporting children's hospitals and advancing cancer research. This is the last reason I would cite in this context. It would be degrading to him and his deeds. Keanu Reeves showed great creativity in directing the COVID-19 response by implementing relief measures and calling on initiatives to assist pregnant women in the film industry, especially those often ignored by the dolly grips. His determination and clear resolve during such difficult times illustrated his great esteem and respect for those whose faces were not shown in the films he performed in. This devotion was also related to the fact that in June 2020, he volunteered at Camp Rainbow Gold in Idaho, a charity that helps children with cancer. Oncology was one of the spheres he put so much effort into, that OncoDaily included him in the list of 100 influential celebrities in oncology, because of the significant and laudable change that he effected in this field. He has a very respectful attitude toward money and its contribution, which makes him say, "Money is the last thing I think about. I could live on what I have made for the next few centuries." Certain claims allegedly stated that he gave a big part of the earnings he received from The Matrix, which was about $35 million to $125 million, towards the special effects and makeup crews. But it was explained that the relevant budgets grew rather than expenses. Yet, his compassion remains apparent, and he has supported some of the crew members he felt were in trouble, even giving a $20,000 after a family crisis. In one incredibly generous act, Reeves decided to purchase Harley-Davidson motorcycles for every member of the 12-person stunt team of The Matrix Reloaded. He explained it as a way to give a bigger thank you to all the guys who helped him make the movie. Such actions show that he truly cares about the people surrounding him and is willing to help society. Apart from working for charitable organizations, as mentioned above, Reeves has a banner that promotes mental health and well-being. He does not hesitate to reveal issues about himself, including his losses and the difficulties that come with being in the limelight. This understanding of hardship brings a person to the level. He is not just an actor, but a lost soul who has walked the hardship valley. Despite his immense wealth, Keanu Reeves lives a modest lifestyle, shunning extravagant indulgences. Often seen in casual clothes, dining at modest restaurants, and engaging in simple activities like shopping or reading at a park, he reminds us of the beauty of humility and generosity. Anyway, how is Keanu's charming quality traceable to his childhood? An upsetting childhood. Keanu Reeves was born to parents from diverse backgrounds in Beirut, Lebanon, On September 2, 1964, his mother, Patricia, originally from Essex, England, was a costume designer and performer. His father, Samuel Nolan Reeves Jr., an American of native Hawaiian, Chinese, English, and Portuguese descent, hails from Hawaii. Reeves's paternal grandmother is of Hawaiian and Chinese ancestry. Familial challenges marked Reeves's early years. His parents divorced in 1966, after which his mother relocated the family to Sydney and New York City. In 1970, she married Paul Aaron, a Broadway and Hollywood director, and the family moved to Toronto. Despite subsequent divorces and family dynamics, Reeves grew up primarily in Toronto's Yorkville neighborhood. Often cared for by a nanny, Reeves is a well-traveled person. His paternal grandmother exposed him to appliances, food, and art from Chinese culture. His mother tempered her English notions with the suffusion of British culture, which included watching entertaining programs like The Two Ronnies. Due to the family's relocations, Reeves was enrolled in 4 high schools. He was a poor student due to dyslexia and other subsequent issues, and was excluded from the Etobicoke School of the Arts for being hyper. His love for sports, primarily ice hockey, while at De La Salle College, in which he did quite well. He even had aspirations for the Canadian Olympics film before he quit at the age of 15 to focus on acting. At the age of 17, he dropped out of high school, and that was when the real pursuit of his acting career began. During this period, he attended Avondale Secondary Alternative School in Toronto. At 20, he relocated to Los Angeles after getting a green card courtesy of his American stepfather. Even with his worldly background and relations, Reeves is a Canadian citizen, which denotes his attachment to where he was born and raised. The path from a failing student to a successful actor is very steep, with many sleepless battles to fight for one's dreams. However, did the childhood trauma in any way affect his interpersonal relationships, as well as the affection fans and the public have for him? Hollywood's ultimate introvert. Keanu Reeves became widely recognized on the internet in 2010 after a photo of him sitting alone on a park bench went viral, leading to the creation of the "Sad Keanu" meme. He later explained that he was just eating a sandwich and thinking about personal matters when the picture was taken. Keanu Reeves is often called Hollywood's ultimate introvert, a title mentioned in a 2005 Time magazine article. He is seen as charming but very shy, and many people consider him a hard worker. His co-workers have shared their thoughts about him. Director Francis Lawrence has described him as both hardworking and generous, while actor Shia LaBeouf noted how private Reeves is, even after working together for a long time. Reeves's close friend, Lawrence Fishburne, commented on his character, calling him a kind and gentle person who is also very smart. Comedian Aziz Ansari joked that Reeves actually is an angel, hinting at his almost otherworldly presence. In a 2024 interview, actor Hiroyuki Sanada talked about Reeves's humility and how he always aims to improve himself. His friendly and relatable personality has earned him the nickname "Internet's Boyfriend," with many people admiring him for his kindness. His choice of unique film roles and connection to nerd culture have also contributed to his popularity online. Various news outlets, including Screen Rant and The Guardian, have labeled him as one of the nicest actors in Hollywood, while the BBC even called him the nicest man in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves is widely known for his kindness and generosity. In March 2019, during a delay on a United Airlines flight, he entertained fellow passengers with trivia and music, showing his warm-hearted nature. His genuine interactions with fans have made him very popular. For instance, while filming Bill and Ted Face the Music. In 2019, he signed a family banner filled with fun memes about himself. One of the most touching stories about Reeves happened in August 2022, when he surprised a couple by attending their wedding. He had met them earlier at a bar, and the bride described him as genuinely kind and down to earth. Another heartwarming moment occurred at a Northstar concert in October 2023, where he played catch with a young fan who later expressed it as the top moment of his life. In addition to his generous spirit, Reeves has received recognition for his movie work. He was featured on Forbes' Celebrity 100 list and received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2005. He also became one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, mainly due to his role into the Matrix series, which earned him a staggering $250 million. The New York Times even named him among the 25 greatest actors of the 21st century in 2020. But how has his love life evolved and impacted his career? The emotional relationships. In 1998, Keanu Reeves met Jennifer Syme, David Lynch's assistant, at a party hosted by his band Northstar, initiating a romantic relationship. On December 24, 1999, Syme tragically gave birth to their child 8 months into her pregnancy, but the baby was stillborn. Despite the devastating loss, the couple parted ways a few weeks later, only to reconcile later. The relationship took another tragic turn on April 2, 2001, when Syme lost her life in a car accident on Cahuenga Boulevard in Los Angeles. She collided with 3 parked cars, and it was determined that she was impaired and not wearing a seatbelt. Reeves informed investigators that they had recently reunited and had shared brunch in San Francisco the day before the accident. He served as a pallbearer at Syme's funeral, where she was laid to rest beside their deceased daughter. Over the years, Reeves has been romantically linked to others, including filmmaker Brenda Davis, whose child he became godfather to, and model actress China Chow. In 2009, Reeves met Alexandra Grant at a dinner party, with whom he later collaborated on 2 books. They publicly acknowledged their relationship in November 2019. As for his faith, Reeves strongly believes that it is private and does not need to be shared with the world. He has not practiced any religion in the conventional sense, yet Buddhism played a huge role in his life, especially when he was working on the film Little Buddha. He respects notions such as the understanding of feelings, existence's transitory nature, and respect for others, which he says he got from Buddhism. In 2019, while appearing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Reeves expressed his views about life after death, saying, "I know that the ones who love us will miss us."
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Also, in 2023, a lipopeptide known for its fungicidal properties, Keanumycin, was named in honor of Keanu Reeves, recognizing his enduring impact and contributions. Yet, how has Keanu reacted to many of his achievements after life has dealt with him? Life's fleeting nature. Recently, Keanu Reeves shared his thoughts on death, offering a personal look into how it shapes his life. As he approaches his 60th birthday, the 59-year-old actor acknowledges, "I'm 59. So thinking about the end of life is constantly on my mind." He is promoting his new book, The Book of Elsewhere, which he co-wrote with British author China Miéville. In this book, exploring themes of mortality is a big part of his life and writing. In this story, death is ironically represented by an immortal warrior, which is pretty close to how Keanu thinks about why he exists in this world. He elucidates that with age comes the reality of the transience of existence. He argues that since adolescence conjures up images of beauty and freedom among others, and as young people, they understand those things will slip away with time, such is his dread. Nevertheless, there is the conviction that it is possible to understand life and relationships on a different, better level with age. He sums up this thought quite optimally by stating, "Optimally, life is not very tragic, but one understands that these are very limited periods one possesses and people one can connect with." Keanu Reeves has spoken about the notions of existence.
So you're facing your own mortality and the mortality of all existence.
Yeah.
Wow.
And non-existence. Keanu Reeves has spoken about the notions of existence and non-existence in a rather poignant manner, and how the act of creation can become a remedy. Maybe, after all, there is some consolation in the very idea of distracting oneself by devising another universe. He once noted, according to him, those exercises are done in hard times when one needs a shield, be it acting or writing. He believes the creative process often comes from experiencing pain, but it also offers a way to connect with others and find hope, even when life gets challenging.
What happens to you if you don't do this?
Well, it's the end of the universe. It's the end of time and space continuum.
So you're facing your own mortality and the mortality of all existence.
Yeah.
Despite his immense personal losses, Reeves's thoughts on life and death, along with the themes from his work in the Book of Elsewhere, reveal a man who continues to seek meaning and purpose through creativity. Even in his hardships, Keanu's charismatic personality and kindness have endeared him to many. Still, not everyone appreciated his role in the movie John Wick. If Keanu Reeves is a man of peace, then why are his movies so violent? An advocate for violence. The real-life reputation of Keanu Reeves, known for his roles in the popular John Wick films, presents an interesting paradox. Off-screen, Reeves is often described as kind and courteous, a stark contrast to the relentless violence his on-screen persona embodies. As the 40th anniversary of Oliver Stone's Oscar-winning film Platoon approaches, it is worth noting that the lead role of Chris Taylor, initially close to being portrayed by Charlie Sheen, was also considered for actors such as Kyle MacLachlan and Johnny Depp. Surprisingly, Keanu Reeves was also a potential choice for the role, despite his young age. However, Reeves declined the part due to his aversion to portraying violent characters, as recounted by Stone in a 2011 interview. Ironically, Reeves's most iconic character, the all-powerful assassin John Wick, is synonymous with relentless violence. Although initially portrayed as retired from the world of paid killing, John Wick resurfaces with a thirst for vengeance after his wife's death and his dog's murder. The franchise has since evolved into a cycle of destruction and bloodshed, interspersed with dark humor and reflective moments. In the first 3 films alone, Wick is estimated to have eliminated 299 individuals on screen, with the number only set to rise with the release of new installments. The enduring appeal of the John Wick franchise invites the question of its deep connection with audiences. Perhaps the answer lies in Keanu Reeves himself. While not known for his wide acting range, Reeves has proven to be an engaging and captivating presence on screen. His portrayal of characters like John Wick, characterized by understated interactions and guarded intensity, leads adversaries to underestimate him, often at their peril frequently. Second, these movies are expertly crafted and feel like state-of-the-art roller coasters with meticulously choreographed action sequences. One critique described them as a beautiful ballet of bullets, blood, and brutality. Somehow, these films manage to depict continuous violence in an almost artistic manner. However, it is important to note that Keanu Reeves has not always been successful on the screen. He has had more failed movies than successful ones. Let us take a closer look at his unsuccessful films, failing woefully. Despite his immense popularity and success with franchises like John Wick and the Matrix trilogy, Keanu Reeves has also faced his share of box office failures. With a career spanning nearly 4 decades and over 50 movies, some level of disappointment at the box office is inevitable. Reeves remains an iconic figure in the modern gun-fu genre, beloved by audiences worldwide. While he has made numerous low-budget films that did not significantly impact commercially, he has also been involved in high-budget failures. His career took off with the 1989 hit Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, establishing him as a major name in cinema. Beyond his film roles, Reeves is known for his affable personality and widespread respect within and outside the industry, contributing to his enduring popularity. One notable flop in Reeves's career is Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, which received a lackluster reception from both critics and audiences. Released in 1993 with an $8.5 million budget, the film grossed less than $1.8 million, marking it a significant box office disappointment. Despite starring alongside Uma Thurman, both actors would achieve much greater success in their careers, but this film failed to resonate with audiences. Based on a 1976 novel, the movie's themes and style may have felt outdated for its time, contributing to its commercial failure. Other films in Reeves's career, such as Tune In Tomorrow and Henry's Crime, have also struggled to succeed at the box office, highlighting the ups and downs of his diverse filmography. Nevertheless, do you think the tragic incident in Keanu's life somehow impacted his career limitations? Also, are his successes a result of his benevolent attitude? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.